Right, so yeah, if if um if me taking a piss in the morning was like stick, people would be like absolute, like they'd have no patience for it anymore. They'd be like, the show has lost its wheels. Uh, See, I didn't do it, kid. Like, but yeah, but just then though, like I just got on the log. It's been rained yesterday, so it was, and then it's like shrouded, so it's like not, all evaporated. But what was kind of interesting was it seemed like this moss gave off like something, like, all right, I'm gonna fucking birth spores or some shit. I guess that stuff happens. But I don't know. When I was around, just randomly, I don't know how that would be. But, yeah. So, and I'm like, fucking bracing myself. I really don't want to fall on that log. Like, I don't know. I guess you could be, no, worse things. Like, you could do worse things in the forest probably than slip on a log, but you could probably like. I don't know. It ruins my day. Whenever I get hurt, I'm just like, the worst day ever. So yeah, what I was thinking about was today, like, I didn't run into any high school kids on the bus, but I really enjoy their company. I don't say a word ever, of course, but yeah, like they're the greatest. I don't know. So yeah, but what I was thinking about was like that, like last time, like I don't know, like it's so opportune for like everyone to just be like, oh crack, and it's so unfair, just because like like I don't know, like I dated a girl and we did drugs together. Maybe it was like we were smoking pot and she was like, you just smoked crack. I don't know, like probably not. I probably would have been like, did I smoke crack? Like honestly, like if I was trying to be cool about drugs, I would have known that so, but I didn't, like I haven't, and it's like when I was seeing Kelly, and like even now, it's just like you would recognize me from like my healthy days, like when I was not a crackhead, I guess. And like Rob Ford is making a big spiel about it because like people have to keep their credibility. Toronto. So yeah, and then so yeah, it's like I'm sure everyone knows the Rob Ford, but yeah. So it's like fucking. Well, yeah. Okay. So, yeah, from those days, like when I was seeing Kelly, like if I just done the right things and like had a regimen fasting, I would look so much better. Like I'd look better than like when I was like 17. At that like 22. Like whatever. What's wrong with me now? I don't know. But so it's total bullshit. Yeah, and there have been like many instances I can remember, like they all just kind of like fade into like like the fucking soup of life or what, I don't know, whatever. The soup of life. It just seems like I could be like thinking that was a great point. The soup of life. I'm sure somebody else is. Yeah, I don't know, whatever. But it's just like fucking. I'm just being a nerd right now. So, yeah, could have looked better. Didn't have to do. This tree's totally fucking tall. I see those branches and I'm just like, I know that tree. That was a fucking tall tree. But yeah, so like these kids and they're all like, and like what it is like they have like this quota they have to meet or whatever to like expose themselves and be like, I'm a total. Honestly, I don't know, whatever. But like, I'm sure there's classy people like who. I'd say some of those kids are totally classy, right? Like they're just sifting through the answers and like they want to know the truth about things, and that's totally like, I love that. But like they're exposing themselves and it's like, yeah, I'm a totally fucking terrible person, but like at the same time it's like, no, today is Disney, so people fucking say these things, these terrible things, and And it's bullshit because there's somebody there that just be like, who is this guy? It's it's bullshit because it's like fucking yeah, like it's like this fucking I'm just calling it the Disney generation just because generally it's overwhelming and they made a lot of money. But it's like, you know, like they're reserved, they're not being fucking forced, like sex isn't being forced on them, all this bullshit nonsense that no one needs to grow up with. It's like they're, you know, they're just like, they're living in this perfect pristine time where like society has finally come around and like it's like hopeful for the future and like, you know, hopefully, but so yeah. So it's totally unfair. Like when I was growing up, blah blah blah. You know, the '90s were shitty. Like if you like the '90s had some fucking cool aspects. Like you know, like Nintendo, all that stuff. Like I think like it was born in 1984, so I think for people who grew up then, we've like it's like all that stuff is really fucking cool. So I'm thankful, but yeah. At the same time, it was just like it's thrown to the wayside, and it was just like, all right, fuck. All right, just woke up one day, and yeah, I was gonna elaborate on like Windsor. Windsor would be cool to elaborate on. Just like rejecting everything. Such a good kid though. I was like 19, 20 at the time. So young. Like I get like it's like young, like honestly it's for me it's just what I know that kind of helps me out, and I didn't know anything. Like now I know so much and I'm just like way more confident nowadays like than I ever could have possibly been back then. So it's like, you know, like if I could go back with what I know or whatever, then, you know, I'd be stoked about it and I'd live like the best life. Like I'd just be like completely different person. I'd be whatever I wanted to be. Okay. Alright, so it should be good. Alright, see you, bye.